Hey, viva Germany!
Hey! To do a shot like this on a bright day like today, I need ND filters on my Panasonic S5 IIX to have a reasonable aperture of 2.8. Because of course, when you're shooting outside, situations change, light changes. So you need to change the filters as well, because you need different strengths of NDs. So traditionally, they have a screw mount, which can be very annoying when you're like running around with one camera in your hand and only one hand left to change filters. For the past years, I used a GOBE ND filter set. I have 5 different ND filters. And yeah, this is the set. You have a cover, and then you have the different strength from ND2 to ND1000. I like those filters. Those filters work well for me. The only thing that bothers me is the screw mount. Because depending on the light situation I have, I sometimes even stack those to get the right strength of ND filtering I need. When you do videos by yourself, you like always have one hand missing, so screwing on and off a filter and then like putting them together so they don't fall down can be a hassle. I have a lot of time wished that there would be an easier system to change filters. A few weeks ago, the company Freewell contacted me and asked me if I want to test their magnetic swap filters. Of course, I said yes. This is not a sponsored video. Freewell sent me the filters to test. I can say whatever I want, and believe me, I will say whatever I want. I like the packaging. Here we have this pouch. Oh, nice. Let's check them out. Okay, to explain it, now I'm on an aperture 20 and we don't want that. So I have to put some ND filters on, and up until now we have this screw mount lenses. I have them here in a little pouch, and if we put them on, we have to screw them on. And this, for example, is an ND2. Doesn't do much. It doesn't screw on very nicely, so this is always, I hate that so much. Hey, you get the point. I have no nerves now. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna show you those fantastic Freewell filters. I have here my pouch, and there is a ring, which is the magnetic ring, which I have to attach first. So this I can do at home, usually. So this attaches actually very cool, very easily. Now I am still, let me check. I am still on F20, which I don't want. So now I have these fantastic magnetic filters, and I'm just gonna put an ND1000 on it. So boom, and it holds. And now it's very dark for you, and I can adjust the aperture. So I turn it down again to 22 now. Now we had the problem, that ND1000 was too dark. But I also have an ND64 here, which takes off 6 stops. The ND1000 takes off 10 stops. That was too much. So I'm gonna put the ND64 on the thing. Now I'm gonna turn down the aperture. And now all of a sudden, I would say we have a picture we kinda like more. Gonna be especially cool if I'm getting a little bit longer and get a little bit further back. This probably now is a very blurry background, and now we have a very nice picture. If I take this away and I now have to change again the aperture, now I'm again on my eyes. I'm again on a f22, and this just is more sharp in the background, and I'm pretty sure this clumps, and then the f4, it's just more cinematic. So that is actually what the ND filter do, and you can see now we have also a possibility because we have a circular polarizer as well in this set, and we put that on top. Now we can turn a little bit on the polarizer, and that should do something else. So I cannot actually teach a little bit of flying blind again. We'll see it on the computer. So now what I want to do is, I can open it up. Oh, we had some Swiss German again here. Let's put the polarizer on again. And this, I think, looks pretty cool. So you see, now I have an ND64 and a circular polarizer on it. And if I turn, it's a little bit difficult alone, but basically the structure in the water should change behind me. It's maybe getting a little bit darker or brighter, but the blurriness should stay the same because of course the aperture stays the same. What I want to do now, I'm going to take off the polarizer. I'm going to turn back the ISO to a reasonable 800. We have 3.6 because of course we have the ND filter on. I'm now going to take the ND64 from GOBE, and now we're gonna do a switch to see if there's any difference. So maybe I screw it on so we have the same distance. But this is maybe, I don't know. Now I have a problem that it's magnetic and this is not magnetic. What I of course can do now, I can take the UV filter from Freewell, and I can, because inside the filter you have a little screw mount, and I can screw on the GOBE 64 filter. So now we can do it with just click clack. So this is the GOBE 64, and this is the Freewell 64. Freewell. Just gonna stand here for a bit. So we have can do maybe a comparison and stop talking. They have the same color grading applied, and I would say they're different in color a little bit. I also think the GOBE looks a little bit clearer than the Freewell. Oh, too bright. Sorry, I'm here again. So, do we like it? Oops, I hope so. So overall, let me say, I really like the Freewell set. The pouch feels good, feels high-end. This is like a whole set. The set is about $150. If you're interested in buying one, use the link I put in the description, and then I get a little percentage of what you're paying, and you can support my channel with that. Let me tell you what's in the box. It's the ring that you put on, that you screw on, the magnetic ring. Then we have an ND8, an ND64, an ND1000, and we can also see the amount of stops. So 3 stops, 6 stops, and 10 stops. And we have a lens cap as well, which is also magnetic, which now doesn't work because now I'm having the GOBE filter on. Yeah, so those are the 5 filters you get within this little pouch. It's $150. They call it the Freewell Magnetic 2 M2, which I think is a really good thing. And I will keep my GOBE filters, but I'm sure on the road, especially for my YouTube stuff, I will use the Freewell filters because it gives me basically one hand free, because I can just put them on and off and I don't have to screw that. One thing I want to show you is that my usual vlogging lens on the road is the Sigma 16-28 L mount, and this has a filter thread of 72. I use a little ring that I put on the lens This is a filter thread 72 to 82. So I can put the 82 filters from GOBE and also from Freewell on it. I only buy 82 filters because my 72, my 77 lenses, I use those kind of rings to always be on a 82. I have a Q3 as well. There you have a 49mm filter thread. I also have like a ring to adapt that, but that looks kind of weird, but it still works. So I don't have NDs for the Q3, but maybe I was thinking if I use it more for video, I'm gonna buy some dedicated Q3 49mm filters. So, but for now, I'm having this ring and I have several rings to adapt it down. And yeah, up until now, it worked perfectly for me. In this video, I'm not gonna do like photo comparisons of the ND filters. There are several videos out there who do that. I think the ND filter does its job. It works perfectly. It looks great. It's a high value filter. I can highly recommend the Freewell magnetic filters, especially because of their handling with the magnetic system. I can also recommend the GOBE filters. They're really good as well, but they have the annoying thing that you have to screw them on and off, which for me as an impatient person, yeah, it's a reason to not use them, especially for video shoots. So yeah, that's all I can say. And I'm gonna enjoy this beautiful day in Malibu now. Oopsa. Woo. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're interested in which small rig cage I'm using for my Panasonic S5 IIX, check out this video. And if you're interested in some Leica content, check out this video. Stay curious.